Hello, in this video we will understand about the physiological impact by pornographic content. So basically the pornographic content is the visual stimulation as a sex or a sexual stimulation which that will lead to orgasm after the masturbation because it will trigger the masturbation. So basically it is just addiction. So let's understand about what is the type of addiction. First of all, we will understand about the food addiction. Food addiction is the same mechanism as a porn addiction. So the food addiction mean the sugary foods, spicy food and frequent eating which that will lead to give the signal to the brain, the positive feedback will lead to produce dopamine, and the dopamine will lead to positive feedback, and this positive feedback basically will as a reward will again eating behavior activity and again eating behavior occur. This again eating behavior occur is as a addiction. So the other addiction also can stimulate again positive reward for desire to again doing that things like smoking, alcoholism and cannabinoid chemical as well as nicotine and cocaine. This is the person which that is basically watching the porn. So remember, this is going to watch the porn and impact on their nervous system like stimulation to the brain through optic and auditory nerve. Like optic mean the visualization and the auditory mean through listening or hearing. So in this way, the which that will stimulate the several type of the basically is the this is the abiotic devices and the biotic is the human. So attachment with the abiotic and biotic is a positive feedback. In this, the higher sensory cortex will sense the stimulation like videos, and in this way, the limbic system as a emotionally attract and attached. The prefrontal cortex is important for involving the limbic system, and in this way, the again desire will occur. The higher brain cortex will sense and the limbic system activation to emotional changes. This emotional changes is the attachment with the abiotic factors, abiotic devices with the biotic as a human, like female or male. Emotional changes will lead to attachment with abiotic factors like devices, laptop and other devices non-living get the orgasm, and after the orgasm the ejaculation of the sperm, or for female the orgasm will lead to produce serotonin and the dopamine and glutamate as well as epinephrine and norepinephrine will target with the several tissue to give response like cool and calm as well as relaxation and pleasure. The cortisol hormone rise after this activity because the reuptake of the dopamine into the dopaminergic neuron and serotonergic neuron will lead to cause cortisol hormone rise, and depression and anxiety will trigger lead to again desire, lead to prolactin inhibition to libido uncontrolled. In this way the prolactin is very important. Remember, prolactin will inhibit the dopamine. When dopamine will rise again and again will inhibit the prolactin. In this way the libido will not limit it. Libido will continue, and in this way, for example, for normally the relationship with the original sex will lead to produce prolactin for the a longer duration for the rest. In this way, here is the presynaptic neuron and the postsynaptic neuron in our brain. So the presynaptic neuron can be a dopaminergic, serotonergic or glutamatergic neuron which that produce the neurotransmitter. This neurotransmitter is the excitatory neurotransmitter like dopaminergic, dopamine or serotonin will bind with the receptor, specific receptor with a postsynaptic neuron will lead to excite and nerve impulse generate. This excitation of nerve will lead to give the target to the cerebral tissue for relaxation and give the positive feedback and feel the happy and pleasure to again happiness as a positive feedback mechanism. So remember important things you should need to understand that the basically is the prolactin inhibition, while on the other hand the endocrine system will also affect during the pornographic content visualization. In this way the emotional stimulus like the basically sex, which that will lead to produce oxytocin, and this oxytocin vasodilator and more blood flow. But the oxytocin is important for the pair bonding. So in this way, the funny thing is that the pair bonding with the abiotic factor, the abiotic component, like for positive reward like tablet, mobile and laptop. So for a pornographic watcher should be realized that your wife is the tablet, a mobile or laptop. So that is why you will distracting your relationship. Anyhow, the another thing is the addiction of masturbation will occur because you are continuously knocking your brain for stimulation the sexual organ like a penis, and for female the vagina. I am not drawing for vagina because we should respect to the female. So that is important thing. So the stimulation of the genital organ to erection. So in this way, the erection to the genital organ will lead to basically ejaculation. This ejaculation is after the parasympathetic nervous system activation. The sympathetic nervous system activate lead to ejaculation, while the parasympathetic is used for the erection, while the sympathetic is used for the ejaculation. In this way, the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone after the ejaculation will rise. Why? Because again the spermatogenesis and testosterone production. So in this way, the ejaculation will lead to increase the spermatogenesis, require more ATP. So in this way, the energy consuming process will not allow to creative yourself. So in this way, the testosterone will produce more, will lead to react with the aromatase enzyme are present in the tail of the sperm, will lead to convert the testosterone into the estrogen, and in this way, the obesity and hypermestia can be shown. And in this way, this is the sign of the addiction of porn and addiction of masturbation. And you know that remember that things importantly. So this is the positive feedback to the male. For example, it can be female also, but we are just understanding the male because we are respecting the female. Yeah. So in this way, the negative feedback which that a man will not desire for the single woman. So a more different type of female lead to daily choices in the laptop. So in this way, the abiotically and more watching to addiction and more different position and more basically dopamine to stimulation and more depression and anxiety will occur because you will become a hater of your own wife, even your own girlfriend. So that is why basically you love the different type of the physique of the female, but you will not love for the single physique of the female. Addiction of porn lead to cause many complications like depression, anxiety, relationship weakness and inflammation even. Why? Because depression will lead to cause inflammation. I hope you make sense about this. This is the physiological impact by pornographic video stimulation. So thanks for watching. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. For this time, bye.